Welcome back for the latest edition of NC Sports Weekly News, where the water sports season never ends. From the Caribbean, the St. Martin's Regatta mixes sailing, music, and fun. McMillan and The Wave push back Alinghi and ETNZ in Oman. Senior correspondent Sébastien Destremont reports. Where the Sahara meets the Mediterranean, the KPRA pros are back in Morocco's spectacular Dakhla. Hilary and Nashwa complete their historic crossing from Mumbai to Muscat. Full throttle in Doha as Carella takes all in Formula One at the Qatar GP. NC Sports, plunge into the action. With perfect trade winds sweeping at 14+ knots, Simpson Bay welcomed over 200 yachts in 21 classes for the 34th St. Maarten Heineken Regatta, blending high-end sailing, musical entertainment, and just plain good old fun. The week-long Spring Classic is also very much a season opener in the Caribbean, and the Harlequin fleet is put to multiple tests, including the Round the Island Race, the Commodore's Cup, and more import match racing. From the action on the water to the many dockside parties and concerts on the island's hotspots, this is one appointment no one wants to miss. Special venues at Porte de Plaisance, Marigot, Philipsburg, or Kimsha Beach revved up the crowds with top musical artists and shows. That's what the St. Martin's lifestyle is all about. As the fun took over on land, the sea battles raged on. Among the top results in the monohulls, Irvine Laidlaw's Highland Fling 12, designed by Rachel Poog, clinched the win in CSA 1. While Jim and Madden's J25 Stark Raving Mad 4 took top honors in the CSA 2 class. The multi-hulls gunboat Elvis took Division 1, Niels Eriksen Formula 40 Cat Soma dominated Division 2, and Peter Korshev's Lagoon 500 Bellissima grabbed Division 3. Many superstar yachts also came to this 34th Heineken Regatta seeking a real-time win, like the Volvo 70 Monster Project, led by UK skipper Andrew Budgeon, who also set a new course record in the Round the Island race, covering the 32-mile course in 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Welcome to the office. From the Middle East, Lee McMillan skippering The Wave Muscat wins Act 2 of the Extreme Sailing Series circuit held in Oman. The event starts in very light winds, making it very difficult for the tacticians of the 11 supercharged catamarans. Achieving a good start is crucial, and a top 3 position at the windward mark is paramount. Some are having a good time, like Sir Bain Hinsley, who enjoys a fabulous third day with 3 races win. Or Alinghi's amazing consistency.
I think in this format and this field of competition, anytime you reach the podium, you should be pretty proud of the result.
Whilst others, like Groupama, are struggling in the light breezes. With 20 knots on average and even 26 for the double point final race, the breeze increases significantly for the last day of competition. Following 28 races, 4 teams are still contemplating an overall victory.
Just to showing how close the event was, when I think there's only 4 points separating the top 4 boats going into the last race, it's pretty amazing.
The interim leader, Alinghi, makes a bad call and stumbled down to a 3rd overall position.
It's a tough way to get there from falling from the top, but we dug in hard and we still achieved the podium.
In finishing 3rd in the last race, Emirates Team New Zealand ends Act 2 in 2nd place.
We're really happy, after Singapore we were 4th there, and to come here and come away with a 2nd after what's been a very difficult 4 days of racing is quite satisfying.
Securing a great start, Le McMillan on the Wave Muscat never looked back. It's game, set and match for the local team. Winning the last race, taking the trophy in Oman and securing the top spot in the annual circuit. The perfect trifecta.
Yeah, well, the breeze came in and, it's a lovely conditions to finish off this week and, we're ecstatic. What an incredible team effort. These guys have been amazing.
The next stage of the Extreme Sailing Series will be held in Qingdao, China. Rendezvous next week, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye and fair sailing.
I'm pretty stoked for the first place. I could riding quite okay. The wind was strong and the conditions were challenging, a lot of choppy and gusty wind as well. So always tough to compete in these conditions, but really happy.
Plenty to rejoice for Gisela Pulido at the PKRA Kiteboarding World Cup Dakhla, where once again she pushed back Bruna Kaya from Brazil and Poland's Karolina Winkowska. The 2013 reigning freestyle champion is already on top of the 2014 overall ranking. Like Pulido, New Zealand's Mark Jacobs also came on top in the men's freestyle double elimination to walk away with the overall victory in front of Belgium's Christophe Dac and Alexander Neto from Brazil. The big absence in men's freestyle was, of course, 2013 reigning champion Alex Pastor, as the Spanish superstar is still recovering from a badly dislocated shoulder while training in Panama for the PKRA season opener last January.
I'm super stoked, I managed to do it. It's my kind of conditions.
Australia's Kahi Daboitis won the men's wave division here in Dakhla, the first event of the year for the discipline, while for the women's fleet victory went to Mona White of the USA. As the heat of the Sahara Desert meets the Mediterranean Sea, this spectacular lagoon location with unique wind conditions has now become the new hotspot for pro kiteboarders. Further attesting to kiteboarding's worldwide boom, Morocco also brought a total of 16 riders here in their Dakhla home waters, with Mustafa Akabachi and Youssef Keribeh grabbing top 20 positions. Next stop for the PKRA World Tour will be the Mondial du Vent in Locat, France. Be there with NC Sports. Hilary, Lister, and Nashwa Al-Kindi have recently concluded their historic crossing of the Arabian Sea on the 800-plus nautical mile course from Mumbai, India to Muscat in Oman. A very first double-handed record for both a disabled sailor and for a Middle Easterner, this successful attempt will go down in the record books as a huge step for the development of women's sailing. With 2 additional crew members on board for assistance and safety concerns, the duo covered the distance in 9 days on their adapted 30-foot trimaran Oman sails. Both pioneers in different ways, these 2 sailors have broken all barriers and demonstrated to the world that indeed the limits are only within or imposed from the outside. Hilary has made a habit of breaking records over the last few years by tackling around Britain, the Isle of Wight, and again crossing the Channel, and that's strictly solo with her specially adapted Artemis. Nashwa is also a passionate fighter and a successful sailing instructor in Oman. Following this feat, as she docked in Muscat, the local pro soon met up with skipper Leigh McMillan and her teammates on the Wave Muscat dockside to cheer them on as they took on Act 2 of the Extreme Sailing Series. Three-time world champion Alex Carella from Italy grabbed the opening round of the UIM F1 H2O World Championship in Doha home waters. Team from Qatar came out swinging as both the 28-year-old driver from Piacenza and his U.S. teammate Sean Torrente from Florida, a winner here last year, took the early lead. But on the 31st lap of the 40-lap race, Sean's F1 encountered power steering problems, with the boat rapidly filling with smoke and briefly catching fire, thus dashing all hopes for the American. With this win, Carella bagged his 9th career victory here in Doha and earned 20 points for an early lead in the 2014 championship. Second place went to French driver Philippe Giap of CTIC China team, who is keeping up the scores with his 5th consecutive podium position. Definitely a player for this F1 H2O season. Closing the top scores, Duarte Benavente of Portugal finally got his payback by reaching his first podium in 36 races since 2009 for the F1 GC Atlantic team. Off to an excellent start for 2014, Alex Carella is now seriously poised to equal Guido Capellini's historic record of 4 straight world titles from 1993 to 1996. Next stop for the F1 H2O World Championship will be in Kiev this July. The full story this summer on NC Sports. And for all Extreme Sailing Series fans out there, meet Leigh, Morgan, Ben, Dean, and many more. Stay tuned for the next edition of NC Sports Buzz with highlights and interviews for the full take from Act 2 in Muscat, Oman. Premiering this Saturday only on Nautical Channel. Plunge into the action with NC Sports.